My beloved child, be still for one moment. Because not every call in life comes through a phone. Some calls arrive through restlessness, through a feeling that something must change, through the quiet ache of knowing you were made for more. Pause. Many people keep waiting for a dramatic sign from heaven, a loud voice, a sudden miracle, a perfect message written in the sky. But often, the call sounds much softer. It sounds like discomfort with the life you keep tolerating. It sounds like peace leaving when you betray yourself. It sounds like your heart whispering, "This is not all you were meant for." My beloved child, maybe lately you have felt it. The sense that you cannot keep living casually. The sense that time matters more now. The sense that old habits feel heavier. The sense that distraction no longer satisfies. These feelings are not random. Sometimes they are invitations. A call toward alignment. A call toward discipline. A call toward healing. A call toward courage. A call toward the life waiting on the other side of excuses. Think honestly tonight. What has been stirring inside you? The need to start over? The urge to become serious? The desire to protect your peace? The exhaustion of repeating old cycles? The hunger to build something meaningful? Listen carefully. These may be signs. My beloved child. Many ignore the call because it does not flatter comfort. The call asks for change. The call asks for truth. The call asks for responsibility. The call asks for movement before certainty appears. That is why some silence it. They scroll. They distract. They promise later. But later has stolen enough lives already. Pause. The greatest tragedy is not hearing no call. It is hearing one clearly and pretending you did not. Because every ignored invitation slowly becomes regret. My beloved child, this is not pressure. It is mercy. You are still hearing something now. You are still aware enough to respond. You are still early enough to change direction. Ask yourself honestly, what is life calling me toward right now? Better habits? Healing? Financial wisdom? A new purpose? Boundaries? Faithful consistency? Then ask, why have I not answered yet? Fear? Comfort? Doubt? Distraction? Old identity? Name it. Because named resistance weakens. Unnamed resistance controls quietly. My beloved child, you thought heaven was far away. Maybe the call was already inside you. And if you answer now, your next season may begin tonight. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe you know. Something meaningful has been calling you for a while. And maybe tonight, you are ready to answer. If this message gave you clarity, courage, or peace tonight, Then something meaningful happened here. And if you'd like to help keep messages like this reaching others who may still be ignoring the call toward a better life, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some choose to support with $20 as a kind gesture. Some give $50 or $100 to help these messages reach more hearts. Some are able to give more. And many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this with 5 people. Every act of kindness matters. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating uplifting messages and helping more people answer their purpose. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes one message tonight helps someone finally pick up the call they needed. Part 2: Why You Kept Letting It Ring. My beloved child, come closer. Because many people say, I never knew what to do. But often, they knew. They were just afraid to answer. Pause. In Part 1, you felt the call, the stirring, the restlessness, the quiet truth that something in life must change. But now, you must understand why so many let that call keep ringing. Not because they are foolish. Because the call usually asks for surrender. It asks you to release old habits. It asks you to outgrow familiar pain. It asks you to become responsible for the life you say you want. That can feel heavy. My beloved child. Many people want blessings without becoming the person who can hold them. They want peace without setting boundaries. They want freedom without discipline. They want abundance without stewardship. They want purpose without discomfort. That is why the call gets ignored. Because the call does not entertain comfort. It transforms identity. Think honestly tonight. How many times did you feel inspired, then return to the same routine by evening? How many times did clarity visit, but distraction escorted it back out? How many times did you say, tomorrow I'll begin, only to repeat yesterday again? That is how years disappear. Not through one tragedy. Through postponed awakenings. My beloved child. The call keeps coming. Because there is more in you than you are living. More discipline than you are using. More courage than you are trusting. More wisdom than you are applying. More love than you are giving yourself. More future than your current habits allow. That truth is beautiful. But it is also serious. Because unused potential can become hidden grief. A person feels empty. Not because they lack worth, but because they keep abandoning what they could become. Pause. What changes when you answer? Direction returns. Energy returns. Self-respect returns. The mornings feel different. The mirror feels different. Your prayers feel partnered with action. That changes everything. My beloved child, you do not need to answer perfectly. You need to answer honestly. One budget started. One apology made. One routine kept. One boundary set. 1 hour used wisely. One dream finally treated seriously. This is how calls are answered. Not with speeches. With movement. Ask yourself honestly. What truth keeps calling me back? Health? Healing? Focus? Faith? Money, wisdom? Purpose? Then ask. What small action would prove I answered tonight? Do that. Because every true response creates a new future quietly. My beloved child, you thought the call was demanding something from you. Maybe it was trying to return something to you. And if you answer now, what returns may surprise you. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe you recognized something powerful. You were never without direction. You were delaying the courage to follow it. If this message gave you clarity, conviction, or hope tonight, then something meaningful happened here. And if you'd like to help keep messages like this reaching others who may still be letting their purpose ring unanswered, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some choose to support with $20 as a kind gesture. Some give $50 or $100 to help these messages reach more hearts. Some are able to give more. And many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this with 5 people. Every act of kindness matters. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating uplifting messages and helping more people answer the life waiting for them. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes, one message tonight helps someone stop delaying who they could become. Part 3: What Fear Stole While You Stayed Silent. My beloved child, listen deeply now. Because fear rarely breaks down the front door. It enters quietly. Through hesitation. Through excuses that sound wise. Through delays that feel harmless. Through the sentence, "I'll do it when I'm ready." Pause. In Part 2, you saw why the call kept ringing. Because more was waiting inside you. But now, you must understand what kept blocking your response. Fear. Not always dramatic fear. Sometimes polished fear. Respectable fear. The kind that says, think longer. Wait for the perfect time. What if you fail again? What will people think? Maybe you are too late now. That voice has stolen years from many lives. My beloved child, fear does not always attack your future directly. It simply delays you long enough for doubt to grow roots. And once doubt grows, people begin mistrusting their own gifts. They compare more, hide more, settle more, pretend more, then wonder why they feel empty. Think honestly tonight. What did fear steal from you? A chance you never took? A business you never started? Health you postponed protecting? Love you never expressed honestly? Peace you delayed choosing? The stronger version of yourself? Name it. Because named theft can be answered. Unnamed theft keeps operating in shadows. My beloved child. Fear often disguises itself as humility. But shrinking yourself is not humility. Fear often disguises itself as caution. But endless hesitation is not wisdom. Fear often disguises itself as realism. But hopelessness is not truth. That matters. Because many noble-sounding lies have kept beautiful people small. Pause. What changes when fear loses its vote? You apply. You begin. You speak. You leave what harms you. You learn seriously. You budget honestly. You stop waiting for applause. You become available for the life meant for you. That is power. Not absence of fear. Movement while fear is talking. My beloved child. Courage is often smaller than people think. It is waking early once. Making the call once. Saying no once. Showing up once. Trying again once. Then repeating. That is how fear weakens. Not by debate. By disobedience. Ask yourself honestly. What would I do this month if fear could not decide for me? Then choose one action now. Not huge. True. Because truth repeated becomes confidence. And confidence practiced rebuilds destiny. My beloved child. You thought fear was protecting you. Maybe it was protecting your stagnation. And if you stop obeying it now, the call you heard earlier may become the path you walk next. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe you realized something powerful. Fear may have delayed you, but it does not own the rest of your story. If this message gave you courage, clarity, or strength tonight, then something meaningful happened here. And if you'd like to help keep messages like this reaching others who may be trapped in silent fear, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some choose to support with $20 as a kind gesture. Some give $50 or $100 to help these messages reach more hearts. Some are able to give more. And many support simply by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this with 5 people. Every act of kindness matters. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating uplifting messages and helping more people walk beyond fear. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes, one message tonight helps someone take the first brave step tomorrow.